To our next topic, some might say Thalapathy Vijay is that. Now, Thalapathy 65, John, second shooting schedule of the Vijay Starrer to be delayed. We talked about the first shooting.
The rains, yes, in Georgia.
Yeah, been raining and stuff like that. But this is a bit more on the serious side. Now, Thalapathy 65 is helmed by doctor filmmaker Nelson Dilip Kumar with Pooja Hedge as the leading lady. We're a big fan of Pooja Hedge, John. We've been watching a lot of reaction.
She's a good looking bird
now. Yeah.
You can't say that now.
Yeah.
Now, yes.
John, this is coming in from pinkvilla.com. Now I'm just going to read, I'll try my best. There's a lot of Indian names in here that I will struggle with, so I apologise in advance. But the makers of Thalapathy 65 announced a couple of months back that the film's shooting had started in Georgia. They even shared a photo of Vijay from the sets of the film while giving us a glimpse of his look. A couple of days back, it was reported that the makers have constructed huge sets of a multiplex complex in Chennai for the second shooting schedule. Now, a new report has come up stating that the second schedule will be delayed owing to the current COVID crisis. Now, I don't know if I want to read the next bit because it's all about Tom Chacko and that's our next topic, so I'm going to bypass that bit, John, and we'll talk about that. It's the second paragraph there, John, earlier, the makers. But it is directed by Nelson Dilip Kumar, who is also waiting for the release of Doctor with Siva Karthikeyan in the lead role. Meanwhile, reports about Thalapathy Vijay's next film are surfacing on social media. As per the latest report, Vijay's next will be directed by Tollywood filmmaker Vamshi Pedipalli. Vijay was last seen and master directed by Lokesh Kanagaraj with Malavika Mohananan as the leading lady and Vijay Sevapathy as the main antagonist. Now, John, it's a bit unfortunate, but listen, we're not strangers to what's happening over in India at the moment. It's terrible what we're reading. We've talked about it last week as well, John, in regards to the COVID crisis. I don't know if it's been too dramatic to say that, you know, the country is on its knees at the moment.
It's a humanitarian disaster, Stephen, that's happening over there. Last I checked, 500,000 people infected every couple of days or something. Unbelievable numbers. And I understand the subcontinent is massive and there's loads of people live on that subcontinent, but 500,000 people a day, 2 days, I don't know what it was. That is terrifying. And we know this thing grows exponentially every couple of days, weeks. It grows and grows. But all accounts, they are kind of reaching the peak shortly, so I think that it will calm down. They get the vaccines in. Hopefully, the United States and Britain and stuff like that can send some vaccines over and save some lives.
I think it's fair to say that not just obviously Thalapathy 65, but most big productions that are in the works just now, this was going to happen at some point, this delay.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen, it happened over here with Mission Impossible 7, 8, what one was it? 7?
The Batman.
I think the two of them. Obviously, that was in Venice when the shit hit the fan in Italy and that broke down. Obviously, it came over to London, the shit hit the fan here. The Batman, as you say, had to move away from on-set shooting to behind the scenes in an actual stage in a studio. So they had to revamp the entire look of the movie and fill in things on location when it calmed down a bit. So it's just the nature of the game with this COVID shit. It's putting a barrier in the way of multiple film production across the world, also not just Hollywood but India, everywhere. I presume it's the same in China, Japan, Korea, all of these places. So it's a shame, man, but it was inevitable. And obviously Chennai, I think that's a huge city down the south, and Tamil Nadu, it's a massive city, man. So lots of population, lots of people in there. It's obviously going to be dangerous for COVID, so they have to shut things down and put all these guidelines in on the set and make sure it's safe for Thalapathy, everyone involved. Thalapathy's a man of the people. We've seen it. He brought oxygen tanks back from the States to help people out. He's aware of the situation. He won't want to risk lives on the set by potentially infecting someone. They go infect a grandparent or something and kill them. He won't want that in his conscience, so it's the correct thing to do to delay it. It'll get done when it gets done. The movie will come out. He'll make money. He's a huge superstar. And this guy's box office gold. We've seen it with Master. He drew people out in their droves to support that movie. So regardless if it's delayed a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, just like obviously Mission Impossible, the Batman, it will get finished. And it will hit the box office and he'll be an absolute superstar once again.
John, the unique sort of situation we find ourselves in as well, that we weren't obviously aware this time last year. We were not aware of Thalapathy Vijay until our great community introduced us to him. Now, so we kind of missed the sort of build up and anticipation for Master's release, to be honest with you. I think perhaps maybe we just got in there 1 month, 2 months before its release for that sort of build up. Obviously with the trailer dropping, I think just at the turn of the year, at the end of last year, I think it might have been.
Then obviously Vaffy coming.
But John, we're all psyched here. We're all psyched here at NBA for Thalapathy 65 and going forward for these films releases as well now.
Well, Stephen, I think 66. No, it's not. It's actually Vikram. I'm thinking about, obviously, Vijay Sethupathiy's coming in. But there's talks Lokesh Kanagaraj could be directing 66. We know he's worked well with him before. We know he's worked well with everybody. He's an up-and-coming director over there. So I'm excited for the future for Thalapathy. I think he's a cool dude. I love his dancing. I love his singing. I think he's charismatic as hell. And I've seen 3 of his movies now. Really, really enjoyed Master. I get something out of Kaifi and Saka. It was mixed as hell. So we're going to go back and watch more of this guy's movies, and definitely. I know we're going to see some greatness.
Yeah, exactly. It's something to look forward to, and I know, as you said, John, it's not going to delay us too much. We will be back on track, and production will be, back where it should be in the next couple of weeks.
On the Sandro comments, Stephen Collins, I read him up there briefly. He's
Stephen Collins. He was in Brewster's Millions, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he got accused of doing some dodgy shit and on stuff, so I'm not going to.
Well, I don't want to go there, John, but I can see what Sandro's saying in regards to, and look at Johnny.
There is a difference.
Yeah, it looks like all male actors are in trouble in Hollywood. No actresses in trouble. It's so strange.
It's the Me Too
what's
stuff,
going
isn't
on
it?
in Hollywood. Yeah.
They're empowering, and also some are going to take it too far and maybe put allegations. But I don't know, Stephen. I do know about Johnny Depp though, and I'm absolutely convinced Johnny didn't do the things that are levelled against him. I'm absolutely convinced he was stoned out his napper and done some dodgy stuff, but Amber Heard is every bit to blame. She's a history of abusing, and the fact she's not been removed from Warner Brothers projects is...
It's baffling,
Just can't believe it, honestly.
But
and it's put me off watching Aquaman.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really fussed anyway. John, Aquaman was a good film, but I can take it or leave it, to be honest with you now, especially in hindsight. But we're going to move on to our final topic.